What is going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 285 of the Lured Up podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Saturday, September 30th, 2023. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam.
Hey, trainers.
What's up?
Not too much.
How are you, man?
Just chilling out.
Yeah?
It's been a nice day. Went apple picking today.
You went apple picking?
Heck yeah.
See, I know you
gotta pick those apples.
No, you're excited about that. I know you were talking about it last week. I don't typically do the apple picking thing, but I go all out on the pumpkin action. We get some good farms here in the Jersey Shore, so we could do like.
We actually opted out of getting pumpkins.
What? That's blasphemy.
We're gonna take Ashton to get pumpkins. We didn't have them this year when we went apple picking, so
okay.
we still gotta bring him and get some pumpkins.
Yeah, no pumpkins
to make up for him not going with us.
Pumpkins.
We tried a new farm this time.
Yeah,
shout out to Butternut Farm.
Butter stuff.
Fantastic.
We do like the hay rides, the cornfield maze. They do this thing in Jersey. I don't know if they do this by you, but they have these like giant air compressor guns, and you fire like little dried like corn, like pieces of corn. You fire them at like targets and stuff out of these giant air cannons. It's like a big thing. It's hilarious.
I did not see that.
It's the bomb. Yo, Casa de Cubo and Matty G in the chat. We are streaming this live on twitch.tv/Pokemon Professor Network. Thank you to everyone joining us live in the chat, like Matty and Raber and the other lurkers in the room. And no, if you're listening to this on audio and you want to check out the video, you can check out the VOD on our YouTube.
The VOD.
The VOD. But Adam, we got some good news, combination of like news and experience.
I don't know if it's good news.
Why? What?
I'm just kidding. We do have some good news. It might be great news.
No, we'll recap the last week of gameplay. We had the Out to Play event, which still has a couple days from the time of this recording. We had Azurill Hatch Day today. Next week we have Go Battle Weekend. It's a nice nod to battlers, 4 times Stardust for wins. I mean, I think that's like that gets them all tickled in their jellies, right? So that's a good thing.
It's got to.
If we think back to the Pokemon Presents when Pokemon Sleep was first announced, and that was like a bazillion years ago, they had
we finally got it.
We did, but they had also announced some more Detective Pikachu stuff in that same Pokemon Presents, and no one has heard of it, since. And here we are, out of nowhere, no second movie, which I'm upset about because I did love that movie. But we have a new Detective Pikachu game coming finally, so we have an event in Pokemon Go for it, which is pretty cool. Timburr Community Day has been announced for the month, and it's a cool pick, but doesn't really fit October.
It does not.
Spooky season.
It's spooky as to why it's not a ghost type Pokemon.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why they made that pick. But it's a good Community Day pick.
Do,
just not for October.
Community Day Classic is going to be, like Ghastly or something. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, but why not do both of them? I don't know. I just think...
I know. You got to double down on the spooky season.
Is it less not the whole world celebrates? Is that how it works? I don't know. I can't see. I'm at the edge of the continent here, so I don't know. We have a new monthly paid timed research pass, and it's interesting. It has like Battle Pass style vibes. I want to talk about it. It's pretty cool. That'll give you a new timed research every week in October that can then be completed through the end of the month. And the Wayfarer-induced Pokemon Go suspensions have been all the rage on Twitter this past week. It's been a hot topic for the past couple weeks, actually. But more and more reports of people getting suspended, more and more reports of people saying that they're, haven't done anything wrong, and then Niantic semi-roasting them, and we'll talk about that. Shout out to Niantic Aaron. It's been an interesting week. I have a couple examples that I want to pull up to talk about, so we'll have to see. But Adam, let's talk about the last week. How has it been? I mean, we had some. It's been raining in New Jersey for like 2 weeks straight. I don't know if you saw in the news some of the flooding that was happening in New York City and in Brooklyn. Dude,
yes,
it was
I did see that.
absolutely out of control. The Jersey Shore has been hammered. My normal 25, 30-minute commute to work took like an hour and a half the other day just because I had to snake through all these crazy back roads because so much of my area was just underwater. It was wild. Seabright washed out. Route 36, Atlantic Highlands, and Leonardo by Sandy Hook, New Jersey, washed out. So it's been
Meanwhile,
been crazy.
I'm like, I got a couple sprinkles.
No, dude, we've been getting soaked. I'm tired of it. I'm so ready. Like there's everyone in the whole area is like depressed and down and out. And it's like, well, yeah, it's been like disgusting out for like 2 weeks straight. We haven't had any sunlight whatsoever. So it's easy to see. But how's your gameplay been over the past week?
So the past week, which is, if you recall and you listened to last week's episode, I caught a shiny Beedrill and a shiny Suicune.
Yeah.
During last week's episode. Almost immediately after, I believe the next day, I caught a shiny Bronzor, which I then evolved into Bronzong because I needed that shiny in the dex. And then I got a shiny Jinx.
That's randomly. A good shiny. That's a good shiny.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I got it.
No, that's a good one.
But I was like, I already had these, so it wasn't like exciting.
Fixing your
and
camera.
And then the new event happened.
Right.
And I know we can segue into it, but guess how many of a single shiny I have?
What shiny was it?
Phoebus.
How many did you get?
I have gotten 4 so far.
Nice.
And the event's not over. And I snuck in a normal Growlithe. But can I get a Hisuian Growlithe?
No. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, and I think we talked about this last week, but shout to Reversal for catching the shiny Phoebus. Finally,
it was so long. It took so long.
Such an epic shiny hunt. So cool. But yeah, that happens every so often. You get like repeat shinies over and over, and it's like, dude, why? Like this is weird. But no, Phoebus isn't a bad shiny though. You don't. I mean, I don't know about you, but
it's not a bad shiny.
You don't typically see Phoebus outside of events, right? Like Phoebus is not rare by any means, but like not. Not a run-of-the-mill or not a common.
Speaking of Phoebus, and speaking of rare, I was also getting some work done on my card this morning.
And
I caught a Phoebus.
Oh.
And it was 0%.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got
that's huge.
I got the worst Phoebus you could possibly get.
Are you kidding me, dude? That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it.
Oh, that's good. But what about the rest of the week? I mean, have you had some time to play or?
I will say Azurill, I don't know how to say its name. Azurill.
Yeah, come on.
Azurill. But that Pokemon.
Did you play today?
I didn't do that event at all.
Not even the timed research catch an egg?
I will tell you what. I can't even complete that. Oh, okay, hold on. I might be able to.
What?
Which one is it? Was there a timed research for it?
There was.
Oh, I know I didn't. No, I did not do any of the timed research. Want to know why?
You didn't play.
Because I have a bunch of incubators. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a bunch of incubators. I have like 4. And my 1 regular incubator. But they're all standard incubators. And I have all 10Ks. So let me tell you, I did not hatch any.
Yeah, I almost got caught out there.
Or Azurill eggs.
Because I had a bunch of 10Ks incubating. I have incubators, but I don't use them. I hoard them. I try to hold on to them till there's like a hatch event. But I did catch a wild, Frigibacks, whatever, one. Ooh. Evolved it all the way up just to dex everything out. But they're in 10Ks, so I'm like, you know what? I'll hatch the 10Ks as they come in. So I get the timed research for the Azurill day, and it's like, hatch 1 egg. And I had a bunch of 10Ks in there and 1 5K that was 4.5 out of 5. And I was like, absolutely perfect. Walked my dog, nailed it. They gave you a super incubator. Great prize. Great reward, right? That's like a solid reward. Hatch 1 egg, get a super incubator for 3 more eggs that you can hatch. I thought that was definitely good.
But it's kind of hard when you're stuck with 10Ks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you got a bunch of 10Ks in there, that's why you have to pay attention to the other side of the world to at least get a little, a day's heads up on what to expect. But no, I had
someone too.
We know a lot of people. No, I didn't hatch any 2Ks during the event. I wasn't going for them. I didn't care. I just wanted to go. But the event still motivated me to go out, go for a walk, hatch the egg that I had cooking. So that was fine. I felt very satisfied with that. I was like, all right, cool. I just at least got it in. Wasn't too concerned about the shiny.
Speaking of walking.
Yeah.
This other event. I know. I'm going all over the place.
What, out to play?
Out to play.
All right, well, we could talk about out to play.
Have you done these routes and caught all these things and done all this stuff?
So there's a bunch of stuff going on here. I got it pulled up on the screen. Out to play the 27th through October 2nd. So we still have, from the time of this recording, still have 2 days. By the time the audio comes out of this event will be
1 day and 22 hours. We're a little bit there.
Yeah, it's 8 p.m. It ends on October 2nd. But pretty interesting spawn pool. I've seen so much Onyx. You're obviously seeing a lot of Phoebus, but
I am very excited about the Onyx because I need the Onyx candy XL.
I had a shiny Eevee run from me because it ran from my Go Plus Plus, and I had it on screen, but my Go Plus Plus got to it first. So
no,
and it ran. So that was a big rip. Woobat was the one for me, Adam. 3 shiny Woobat this event for me, which
really that's the one I wanted because I
had
thought
plenty
I didn't
of
have
them.
it, and then I just looked right before this recording, and I had 2. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess I didn't need it.
Arcanine in the wild. It was shiny at one point. You could get that shiny during that event. Not now. So it kind of takes the wind out of my Arcanine sails a little bit. It's like, come on. I want to catch... Like, evolved forms are cool. Evolved forms that can be shiny, like the Mega Ubble Pokemon.
Yeah,
those are awesome.
Evolved forms, so you got to catch it for the Stardust, right?
No, I want it to be shiny too. I still want that check. It was like, and seeing a bunch of people be like, "Hey, why isn't this shiny?" And then pulling up old videos of people catching it in the wild shiny. It's like so cool seeing this giant yellow Arcanine. It's so cool. I dig it.
It's so cool.
But yeah, Hisuian Growlithe. I saw JT Valor. I lived vicariously through his video with him getting it from research, which was cool. Kecleon will be appearing more frequently in Pokestops. I don't think I'm alone here. Haven't found one Kecleon yet. I don't know about you, Adam. How's it been?
So I had this situation where I didn't realize that there was a Kecleon on the stop, and I kept tapping it like it just was like, why is it not spinning? and it didn't jump down, but it disappeared.
Yeah, sometimes if you spin or do something and like it breaks the order and then it won't show up, and you have to wait for the stop to cool down again to get it again.
So it didn't show up, and I was like, no way. So I restarted the game. I did a drive around. It was trying to leave for work, and it's like not trying to leave for work, trying to leave work, and there's a stop right as I'm leaving, and so I just want to go home, but I just saw this. And I'm like devastated now, like that I don't have my Kecleon. I was so upset. I should have waited the extra 4 minutes for it to cool down.
Devils in the chat says, I've seen less Kecleon this event. So good. It's so funny. No, I've heard plenty of people saying they haven't found any. 3 times XP for completing a route. Earn buddy candy faster. So I'm all over the routes, man. It's very easy for me to do routes when I'm at work, because
it's not easy for me because I have to go out of my way to find one.
See, I've had 5 routes approved from my jobs area. So when I go on my lunch break walk every day, I have routes everywhere that I could do. And the way I have it set up is I could do one long route and then catch a shorter route on the way back. So I'm hitting 2 fresh routes. So like 2 shots for a Zygarde cell per walk, which is good. I'll take that, all day long. So that was good. But I had 5 pending routes in the hopper from July, and at the end of August, one got denied, 4 got pushed through. Then when my queue cleared, I put another 5 in immediately. One got approved almost immediately, like 2 days later, and then I replaced that one.
And your account didn't get flagged for anything?
No, unnecessary bans. And then I have had 5 routes sitting in queue again in review for like a whole month, and it stinks because like the other night I went for like a nighttime walk by my place, and I was like, this would be the perfect thing for me to create a route with right now, but I already had 5 in queue and I couldn't create another one. So it's like, do it by calendar week or month or something. Like, get them out of my queue and let it be like Wayfair, where you can nominate X a week or something like that. You could submit X a week, but you could have a unlimited amount in review. Let the review process, like, don't hold me up because of the review process. It's like, let me do more. So that's the only thing my gripe right now.
We got to hold you up.
Yep. There was a $2 paid timed research for the Out to Play event. It's encounters, right? So you're paying $2, but you get a super incubator, 2 regular incubators. Okay, that might be $1.02's worth of value. But there's encounters. Are the encounters worth it? Like, I watched JT Valor's video, and he's like, yo, this is great. 6 more Hisuian Growlithe encounters. I look at that, and I'm like, I don't even know if I find $2 worth of value in that. Obviously, some people do, but let us know what you think of that, the $2. We've talked about the $2 price point, right? You have our $1 price point, $2 price point, and we'll talk about when we talk about the
I didn't even know that was in the shop.
Yeah, the Halloween thing.
I just bought it.
You just got it now? Bruh. There's a $5 timed research pass coming out.
It just charged me $5.
You just bought something different. What did you buy?
No, I literally just bought Tails Adventure Ticket, okay?
Well, that's
and it just came through as it charged me $5.
Why did it charge you $5? You broke it, Adam.
Well,
Niantic scamming you. Pokestop showcases have still been very popular in my area. I had 1 win over the last week, and Hisuian Growlithe and regular Growlithe, I did not do well. I think my best placing was like 6th place or something like that. But no, I've had a lot of
first place.
That's great.
All first places.
Yeah, because that's
it's a beautiful
rural
thing
trainers
that I can drive and I can see a stop that has nobody in it, and I'm like, bloop. That's the one I'll take.
So, you know how we have the group chat and we typically remind everybody to like go back in and snipe, 5 minutes before the contest ends, the showcase ends. It's like, update your Pokemon. I totally slept on it. I remember at like 7:30, the ended at 8. At 7:30, I was like, all right, should I set an alert? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm aware. I had the game open. I don't know what I did at like 10 to 8, and I just cruised through until like 8:10, and I was like, oh my God, I missed it. I was like, I had the game open for like a whole hour before that and totally blew it. But that was the last week, man. So it's been pretty good. The momentum's been going. The game has been functioning, and I don't have any complaints, right? Like with the exception of the route
having to do routes with this event, that I don't have anything else to complain about.
So, do you just not have any whatsoever? Like, how far do you need to go to get one?
From my house?
Yeah.
I have to go very far.
And
it's like a 7 or 8 minute drive.
That's not very far.
Yeah, it is.
No,
when it's not. When it's out of the way.
That's an hour swing. You could go out for an hour, drive for 10 minutes out, walk for 30 minutes.
Yeah, when it rains and it's just gross out.
Adam, have you been submitting routes?
I haven't recently. I haven't had time.
You could do that 24 hours a day, Adam.
You do know that.
Adam, sacrifice your sleep for the greater good. Infinity Lion in the chat. Howdy, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, welcome.
Casa de Cubo in the chat says downtown Rochester has one, Adam. Downtown Rochester sounds like they should have 10. You got to go.
Sounds like they should have 10.
You should go one day and bang 5 out. Giggity.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
All right. We talked about this a little bit at the top of the show, Adam. Timburr Community Day. What is up with this choice for October?
I'm just saying it's gonna flop because it's gonna be like a tree. It's like one of those things. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, did it really make a sound?
Sunday, October 15th, 2 to 5 p.m. Timburr. We're going down. Yeah. Great choice for Community Day. Not a great choice for October Community Day. So, I don't know.
Yeah, like in November.
Yeah. It would have been better for November. Conkeldurr will learn Brutal Swing.
That's like them choosing Sprigatito.
Community Day special research story, Muscle Memories. That's pretty good for $1. Event bonuses 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon, 2 times Candy for catching Pokemon. Triple Stardust. Did they pair this with a not so great Pokemon? Usually, like I think they should always pair the Stardust bonuses with something that can't draw on its own. You know what I mean? Because the bonus will bring people out. But we have Triple Stardust here. 3-hour Lures and Incense, Snapshot Surprise Trades.
Well, it's because they know we didn't ask for this Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Girder, 4-star raids after the event, all that good stuff. There will be field research. The stickers are pretty cool. The map's still looking barren. Excuse me.
Yeah, we need to get an update to that.
Yeah, well, the ambassador program, I know the Red Bank group has been in touch with the ambassador program. There has been a dialogue. So Red Bank's in the process of getting set up. And the wheels are moving slowly, but the wheels are moving, so I can't complain there.
Okay, that's good. That's good news.
In the chat says, Carter's son in the chat says, you saying Charmander can't draw a crowd? Yeah, well, Charmander will draw a new crowd. The old people that have done Charmander 43 times already will probably be like, I'll come for the Stardust.
I just want a Surfing Pikachu back.
Infinity Line made it for Ambassador. Heck yes! That is awesome. That's super great to hear. That's super, super great to hear. But I don't know. Timburr just a weird choice, but we got 2 weeks on that.
Like the end event for Pokemon Go when it gets ready to say goodbye, which hopefully it never does. They just do every single Pikachu with every single hat, every single costume, and like that's the community day.
It's Pikachu Day.
Goes crazy.
Dude, people would go nuts, man. Some of those costume Pikachus you can't get anymore. You know, they haven't had like the Thunder Hat one. Like they're you know, there's some good ones in there. Oh man, so someone just took the gym that's next to the studio here. It's a Valor gym always when I'm here. It's Mystic now. It hurts.
I feel like you're gonna need to go pause.
Dude, look at that. Come on, man. Really, bro? Really? Who is it? Hold on. Who's in here? Do I know you? No. 1 minute they've been in there. 1 minute. Jeez.
1 minute?
Louise. Gosh. Killing me, Smalls. All right. Battle like the top champion of Paldea. Next weekend is Go Battle Weekend. It says Go Battle Weekends are special events where trainers can participate in more battles than usual. You can do 100.
100.
The Go Battle Weekend is inspired by Gita, top champion of the Pokemon League in the Paldea region. And 12 a.m. It's midnight to midnight, so you have the entire calendar day of the weekend. From the top of Saturday to the end of Sunday. 4 times Stardust for win rewards. It does not stack with the triple rewards. The maximum number of sets you could do goes from 5 to 20, total of 100 matches. This is pretty normal. Free battle-themed timed research will be available. Rewards include the Gita-style gloves and then a ticketed battle-themed research that gives you Dust, Candy XL, Star Piece will be available for $1. Remember they made this $5 the first time they did this, and people were like, "Bro, this is not."
But I don't understand why the gloves aren't in that.
Because they still want people to participate in the event. And typically the items you can earn in the Go Battle rewards when you hit 20 anyway. Go Battle.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
What I like about this, the active leagues will be Great, Ultra, and Master. So straight up, no variations. Play what you want here. I like this. Go Battle Weekend, Gita following the following changes will be made to GBL Premium Track. So I'm typically not one to spend battle passes on the premium track, but this does make it, a little bit more enticing. Guaranteed rare
for
candy
sure.
XL for trainers level 31 and up for their second win in a set. You could get 2 wins out of a set every time. Come on.
Guarantee it.
Guaranteed rare candy for your 30 or under. Increased dust rewards compared to the basic track, and the order of premium track rewards will be rearranged. All right. I typically don't complete all 100, battles here, but
I might get 25.
No, I usually will go somewhere in the middle, until I tap out. It's a long haul. Like if you sit down and try to do this all in one like shebang, you're gonna be there a while. So it's shout to those that do grind through this entire these Go Battle events, because it's a slog. It's it's
it
a
really
lot of work.
is. It really is.
Absolutely. But all right, well, we have a couple more things to talk about today, Adam, before we get into a little free-form conversation. I think that what we'll do is let's talk about one more thing, and that's going to be the return of Detective Pikachu before we take a break.
I felt that one in my jellies.
Dude, when was the last time you watched the movie?
A very long time ago.
So I watched it not too long ago, like maybe a month ago. Fantastic. It is so good. It holds up so well. I really want more movies. Doesn't need to be Detective Pikachu, but I want more Pokemon movies filmed like this, like live action.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's so immersive. I love the world. I loved Rhyme City. I thought it was the coolest thing. But here we see, celebrate the release of Detective Pikachu Returns. Pikachu wearing a detective hat will be appearing in Pokemon Go for a limited time. We've seen this before. All right. Celebrate the release of Detective Pikachu Nintendo Returns on Nintendo Switch by completing theme-timed research in the Detective Pikachu Returns event. Thursday, October 5th through the 9th. Detective Hat Pikachu, Growlithe, Slowpoke wearing a hat, Adam. What kind of hat is that?
It's a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat Slowpoke, dude.
Cowboy hat Slowpoke. Why are you laughing?
Like, part of me is just like, someone in Japan was just like, yeah, put a cowboy hat on it. And then part of me is like, someone in San Francisco is like, it ain't Caterpie. Oh, it's so good. Alolan Executor, Magikarp, Xatu, Blossom, Lotad, Chimecho. That get the dust. Go after Chimecho. Bronzor, Ducklet, Cutiefly, and Phalanx. Phalanx is not one you see too often, so that's pretty cool.
And in the wild, that just looks cool.
Yep. Field research with Sudowoodo, Snivy, and Rowlet. Sudowoodo, a shiny holdout for a lot of people. There will be a collection challenge. I love collection challenges. I wish they did more of them. Event bonuses. Trainers can enjoy surprise encounters with Pikachu wearing Detective Hat once per day by taking snapshots with double XP for spinning Pokestops during the event. So
that's not bad.
Normally when they do this, they're like 2 times for spinning stops, 5 times for spinning a new stop. This time, like, it's not Adventure Week, just double XP for spinning stops. Detective Pikachu Returns event timed research, and there's an avatar pose with the Pikachu hat. Avatar item looks really cool with the magnifying glass. Pretty neat. Be aware of your surroundings as always. So, do Pokemon Go players care about Detective Pikachu?
They should.
Is it because
they should? It's a movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah, but are they?
It's a game.
But this is all about the game, not this isn't tied to the movie at all.
I know, but there's a new game. It's to create hype. It's a marketing thing.
Do you think they should have called Slowpoke Cowboy Hat Slowpoke instead of Slowpoke with a hat? Because I think Slowpoke with a hat is like a cop-out. That's like the biggest cop-out. They should have called it Cowboy. They should have called it Cowboy Hat Slowpoke, please. That's what they should have called it. Oh, no. Oh, so funny. So funny. But, no, I mean, look, this is like kind of one... To me, this almost feels a little bit like a filler event, right? It's like it's a tie-in with the game, but it's not really exciting in its own merit. You know, what makes this exciting to me is the Slowpoke. So, Slowpoke is not Detective Pikachu. Does Slowpoke have a role in the new Detective Pikachu game?
Yes, I believe so. And
okay.
So doesn't Growlithe.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes more sense.
I think the Raichu does too. That's why it's in the main screen.
Well, I like that it's in the key art showing that you could evolve up with the costume. That's cool.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it shows that you can evolve up. I hate when they release costume Pokemon you can't evolve it. It's like, come on, build it.
Come on, just Cowboy Hat Caterpie.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk about this new style Battle Passy, almost ticketed timed research pass for October. And then we'll get into some of the Niantic Wayfair stuff that happened over the last week. That's pretty interesting, pretty thought-provoking. And we got a good dialogue going on Twitter.
Are you sure it's thought-provoking?
It's definitely thought-provoking on both sides of the fence.
Provoking?
Look, I'll even explain a story of personal growth that I've learned through talking about this Wayfair stuff on Twitter this week. So we'll talk about it when we come back. Audio listeners, we'll be back right after this. And chat, we're still here. What's happening? How are you, everyone in the chat? Thank you so much for being here.
Chat.
We appreciate you.
Chat.
Dude, I opened the refrigerator at the studio here. Can I hold it? They have Mountain Dew. It's green screening out. They have Mountain Dew in a can, dude.
Mountain Dew.
I was like, I gotta have it. It looks so weird because of the green screen. It's like clear.
Yeah, for $5.
You got charged $5?
I did. I can send you the screenshot too.
That's weird.
I'm just like confused because I just bought the $1.99, not the $4.99, and it charged me $4.99.
That's terrible.
And I didn't get the right one.
Infinity Lion says, "What's for dinner today?" I ordered pizza, and I ordered a vodka sauce pie, and it was slamming. It was good. Frigibax is still in the wild. Caught one 2 days ago. I'm still seeing Nymph, whatever it was called. They're all still around the Paldean stuff. They're just at very, very low spawn rates. But Adam, I am ready to get into this whenever you are.
I am ready.
I'm ready. I started battling this gym. I shouldn't have done that.
Why'd you do?
Because I can't stand to have a blue gym on my phone looking at it. It's killing me. Killing me, Smalls.
All right, come on, come all, and experience an October of delights.
All right. I'll run from the gym. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Oh, sorry, I was just getting a little stretch in there. I am ready.
All right.
Ooh.
And we're back.
We're back.
From the dead. From the dead?
From the dead. Oh.
You got a little Arnold there. Wow. All right, a little housekeeping to get through before the back half of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon, and you can check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And all patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCG Live prize tournaments. Registration is in the Discord. We hope to see you there. Just check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything you need to know about the network, all the shows that we have, everywhere you can connect with us, get some merch, all that good stuff. Huge thanks to our gym leader patrons, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Bean and Cheese, DJ Wonderbread, Hall the Counselor, GK, Sue Jamal, Joseph Mythical Hitch, Beardbow Baggins, and Big Za Minus. Big thanks to our newest patrons, Bass Von Tilborg, Elminster of Shadowdale, Xander, Carson, Jabril, and Lost Constance. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. And special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Trainer Mystic, Kate the Cons, and Stinky Ash. All right, Adam, come one, come all, and experience an October of Delights
with the Pocket Monster Goes Ticket of Treats. Oh, Pokemon Goes Ticket of Treats.
Yeah, so this is I think that they're I want to get people's takes on this because I think this can go either way. But it says trainers starting October 2022. Oh my gosh. 2023, trainers will be able to purchase a ticket of treats, which grants spooktacular timed research opportunities throughout the month. With the ticket of treats, a new timed research will unlock each Thursday in October, and you'll have till the end of the month to complete them all. So, the way this works is you pay $5,
that
right?
Last week, they hit you with the walk 100 kilometers.
Right. $5 will get you access here, and it'll be available starting tomorrow from the time of this recording, October 1st. And what it'll do is every Thursday, so starting on the 5th of October, you will have a new timed research hit your Today View that you'll have until the end of the month to complete. And you'll get one every Thursday of the month. So you'll get one on the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and then the 28th. And it says, the following bonuses will also be available. 1.5 times additional XP awarded for your first catch of the day. Same thing with Stardust. Not that big a deal to me. Like, I remember people like getting really creative with it, timing like their collector bonus catch and their 7th day catch and the excellent throw curveball first throw, and they would get these gargantuan payouts of XP and Stardust for their first catch of the day. I don't know. It's never seemed that special to me. But so 1.5 times XP and Dust doesn't really like motivate me to make a big deal about it. But they do give some teasing here of all the different parts of the timed research. The first one that comes on the 5th, it says, Raid Battles Abound. Trainers join just in time for Guzzlord's return to 5-star raids. Trainers can prepare to take on the Ultra Beast with this timed research. Complete the timed research tasks to receive the following: 3 premium battle passes and more. Okay, rewards sounding pretty good. You're paying $5. 3 premium battle passes in the first week. Okay. Part 2. So this one opens up on the 12th. It says, reap new rewards. It's time for the Harvest Festival. These all correspond with events that are happening on the calendar anyway. Complete time research to receive the following treats: 1 mossy lure, additional encounters with large-sized and super-sized pumpkaboo. Have they used that language before? Super-sized? No. Super-sized? No, right? Did they just call it extra large?
I think so. But what this means is that if you buy this ticket, you're more likely to win one of the contests.
Interesting.
The showcases, sorry.
Not more likely. You just have additional encounters.
More likely.
Trick or Treats Part 3. Ticket of Treats.
Oh, Ticket of Treats.
This kicks off on the 19th. Was that a ghost? Yes, it was. With this time, research will be available at the start of the Pokemon Go Halloween event Part 1. Complete the timed research to get 2 incubators and additional encounters with Phantump and more. Okay, so now we're at 3 premium battle passes, right? 3 premium battle passes, a mossy lure, 2 incubators, and then Part 4 starts on the 26th. Time research will give you 3 silver pineapple, big deal, 2 super incubators, 2 rare candies, and additional encounters with Mischievous and Phantom. So we got some good rewards.
Wait a minute.
What?
Where are my Pokeballs? Where are my potions and revives?
Thankfully, nowhere here.
I know that's what I was getting at, but
no, it's. for $5, it lasts a month, 4 separate experiences, and some decent prizes. So I don't know. I kind of dig this. I think that this is pretty cool. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I am all about the Battle Pass format. I think it would help me regulate my spending in the game, and I enjoy Battle Passes.
You're getting some incubators you normally would buy anyways,
but it's like a trickle thing, like you're getting the stuff over time.
You're being drip fed.
Yes. But also, I like progressing. I want something that I can revisit and progress over time. Even though each of these are probably very short timed researches, if they did something like this in the future where that timed research is one experience that lasts the whole month, and all month I'm working towards it with different reward tiers for that same thing, like a true Battle Pass, I would love that. I love that motivation. I love it when a game builds that kind of anxiety that makes me want to play. I just dig it. I think that's really cool. So interesting that they're going to this model. The first time they've done anything like this. I'm all about it. Make sure you let us know what you think. But Adam, what's your hot take on this kind of pay $5 now, but you don't get the stuff till later?
It's fine because you know that you're going to keep getting the research every month.
Every week.
Or every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
D. Keller in the chat.
I'm okay with it.
What's up, dude? How are you?
It's been a while.
Yeah, so you're okay? You're okay with this? I think it's okay.
I'm okay with it. I do like it because, again, like you said, regulate spending.
But what if they What if they said $2 a week? Like each of these was individual for $2 or $5.
Oh, a $7.99. That just has Galarian Mr. Mime written all over it.
No, I'm saying like if you didn't want to buy all of them,
$8 price range.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. But I don't know.
It just doesn't.
But that's why if you buy them all, you buy them for $5. You get a discount. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've talked about the $5 price point for timed research before, and I know that one's always a little contentious. So it's interesting. We'll have to touch base with the community on this one to see how they feel. But I'm all about it. I like it. I think it's kind of cool, and I hope they continue to do stuff like this where they drip feed us. I would just personally like to see it where they're giving us, more of an overarching kind of. Doesn't even need to be narrative based. Just give me a big ticker. Catch 100 of this. Do this 200 times. Whatever. I just like seeing the numbers go up. I want to create an action in the game and have that little ticker come out at the bottom showing I'm making progress. That feels good to me. Every time it does that, it's a little hit of dopamine. It's just like, yeah.
Speaking of that, I do really appreciate the fact that if you click the button to go into your contests, you get to see them, but then you can hit claim rewards. I wasn't my game froze, so I wasn't able to hit claim rewards. It just kind of froze on that screen, so I restarted the screen.
Okay.
And then it went back to as if I never hit the button. So I do appreciate that. So whatever code is in the game to make that a thing, I appreciate it.
So it was meaning
but yeah, first place. Let's go.
No, I did terrible, but I don't even think I could have won first place on any of the ones I had. I just know I could have done better than what I did, but
you got to do better. Okay?
It's too competitive, man. It's area,
too competitive.
Dude. There's like 90, 100 people
just pay for a ticket to get more encounters with extra large and extra small.
Supersize.
Just deal with it. Oh, supersize. Yeah. So okay. So supersize. So they're going to be huge.
Infinity Lion in the chat says, "Do we know if we don't finish the first research, do we get to the second one when we get to the date?" Yes. Each one will open up, and then you have until the end of the month from the day that it comes out, and you can run them all concurrently. So you can complete all the first research that comes out on the 5th. That'll still be active after the 12th when the second one comes out. So yes, that'll.
But if you don't finish it by the 31st,
yeah, you're on Beat Street. You're on Beat Street.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. I got to reconnect my Go Plus.
You could sleep all October, but you got to wake up for that last day and get it all done in one day.
Yeah. All right. Well, Adam, let's close out the episode with a conversation about Wayfarer. This has been a very hot topic over the last week.
Isn't this a topic for the Way Spotters podcast?
Dude, they talk about this in detail, and I'm really excited to listen to the next episode of Way Spotters because they have guests, a very good guest.
Ooh,
but
okay.
I'm gonna pull up a tweet that we put up. This was a couple days ago. And it details an interesting story. And I retweet a tweet from someone named Snorrick. And I have the original tweet pulled up on the screen. It says, "Hi, everyone. I wanted to thank everyone who liked or retweeted my post. It helped a lot. I got unbanned." All right, we're going to stop there. So here we're talking about someone who was banned. And again, Niantic uses the language suspended. People like to use the word banned. They are different. But Snorrick... Here's the breakdown. I wrote it out in the tweet. He's issued a 30-day Niantic suspension for violating terms of service. And the reason they gave him in the initial notice was for submitting incorrect or inappropriate photos for existing way spots. 30-day ban, no warning, right to the 30-day.
Wait, so if I want to take a new picture of something, I have to fear for my life?
Not if you do it properly.
Yeah, but what if I did it improperly by accident?
That is not an accurate thing. How do you do things by... No, it's not by accident.
No. Let's just say I take a picture and then there's like somebody's face in the corner, but I didn't realize it.
That's different.
Like it's not intentional.
That's not what happened here. Let me continue.
Okay.
Let me continue.
You tell me what happened. I need to know.
Okay. The next day... So Snorrick puts this, "Hey, I got banned." The pitchforks and torch mob is like, "Another innocent player getting his Pokemon Go account banned by the Wayfarer team. How dare them? The system is broken. Down with Niantic." So the next day, Snorrick shares on Twitter that he recently updated photos on a whole bunch of way spots in his area. So apparently there was a bunch of photo discs that had their photos removed. So in his area, he had a bunch of POI with no photo. So he went in and added photos. This is a noble thing to do. It helps the game board, right?
Correct.
Okay. He catches a suspension for this because Niantic says he's incorrectly put incorrect or inappropriate photos. Snorrick then says, in his tweet, he's like, "What's going on here? I don't know. I'm innocent. A for Andis jumps in and says, "Hey, here's the appeals form. Why don't you go ahead and appeal it?" Snorrick appeals. I think it was like within 24 hours or the next day, Niantic responds. They confirm, and they put this in their email, that Snorrick had been uploading third-party photos, meaning the POI down the street is missing a photo. It's for John Doe Park. He went on Google Images, searched John Doe Park, found a photo, saved it to his phone, and then uploaded that to the POI. That's using a third-party photo.
Yeah, but how do they know?
Probably a reverse Google search on the photo. And they're finding it on Google. People have been doing this since OPR and Ingress. This is nothing new. Nothing new. And it very clearly states this in the TOS and all that stuff, is that you have to use, your own photos, not third party. So Niantic unsuspends him. But they say, even though we're standing by our decision here, where they're confirming that he used third-party photos, we're going to unsuspend you, but we highly suggest you look over the rules, retake your Wayfarer test, and don't let this happen again. Here's a slap on the wrist. Your account is reinstated. Okay. And this is where in my tweet I put, here's where things get Twitterific.
Twitterific.
One side of the Wayfarer community is using this very situation as an example of how the Wayfarer system is broken. The other side of the Wayfarer community is using this situation as an example of how the Wayfarer system is sound and works, and the appeal system works, and all that. Same situation, people getting perspective from that completely two different ways. And then I gave my take. I said, I think it's very interesting that Niantic reinstated the account, even though there was still a violation. It does show two things. One, that the appeal process does work. And two, it's clearly human. It wasn't a bot that's going to say, hey, we're going to confirm that you violated this stuff, but we're going to reinstate you anyway. No, this was clearly humans that looked at this and made this decision. And also, this happened very quickly. So the appeal process worked very quickly. Also worth noting, like I said, it was a Wayfarer ambassador that jumped in and said, here's the appeal form. And I said, what are your thoughts? Blah, 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 blah. Check out Wayspotters. So Niantic has been putting himself in a position to be like, kind of like the herald of the unrightfully suspended Pokemon Go community because of things they've done in Wayfarer. So his response, I'll pull it up on screen, says, would you look at that? Snorlax got unbanned. You know what this means? Snorlax was innocent, which means they passed a 30-day ban unjustly. How many trainers out there got the same unjust fate? Why are Pogo accounts being banned for Wayfarer activity? All right, so he clearly didn't read the response that Niantic sent when they said to Snorlax, we appreciate your patience. After reevaluation, we reconsider your suspension and restored your Wayfarer and Pokemon Go accounts. You have to retake the quiz again before reviewing any requests. Okay, that's great. Then they wrote, having said that, we did find that you have submitted nominations with third-party images. We expect that you would abide by the terms of service and the Wayspot criteria. So they confirmed that he did a violation, but
then they mentioned it again.
They let him off the hook. Niantic clearly not reading that. They're just like, he's innocent. No, he's not innocent. He's guilty. They just lifted the suspension.
Guilty, but he's no longer charged, you know.
That's correct. That's a slap on the wrist. Now, a couple interesting things to talk about here. First is, should this have been a warning and not right to the 30-day suspension? The ladder policy showed, and again, the ladder policy is a reference. Niantic could jump to any spot on the ladder policy they want out of the gate. They don't have to follow it in order. But should this have been a warning? And before you answer that, I'm going to give my hot take. If he did this once, definitely give him a warning. Twice, definitely give him a warning. This seems to me that this was probably very voluminous. He probably did this for a lot of Pokestops. You know what I mean? So, Niantic...
Yeah, and I could see where you could, like, get this... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like you would be sitting down at your desktop, like, trying to find all these pictures.
Yeah.
And then you find them all, and then send them to yourself, and then just walk around, upload them.
Exactly. It's not hard to do. I could go anywhere. I could find any. I could go to the Pokestop that's outside of me right now. Like, I mean, this is like if I go to the stop right here, the Red Bank Post Office, and I Googled Red Bank Post Office, I could find, other photos. This is the only photo. Someone clearly took that, but I could go find the Red Bank Town photo of it, on the Red Bank Town website and upload that, where there could be some kind of, check and balance system in Niantic that's scrubbing these photos and doing reverse searches on. I don't know. I just think that it probably was more than one instance that led it to a 30-day suspension out of the gate instead of just a warning. But
it had to be multiple times.
Yeah, and he even made a video and he didn't show his Wayfarer account, but he showed like his inbox with all like the notices, and he added a lot of photos. He's claiming he's innocent. He's claiming that they're his photos. I don't think that it's something subjective. You know what I mean? I think that Niantic could figure this out. You know, they can actually figure it out. So,
yeah,
I don't know, but it's a very interesting topic. I can't wait to hear Way Spotters cover this stuff over the next week or two. I think it's very interesting.
Got to stay tuned in.
I find it very interesting that there's some creators out there that are jumping into the fray and like backing the community blindly. It's like, dude, that's noble, but it's not always the most educated thing to do because this full story doesn't come out. And I'll talk about this one other instance, which was great, where someone gets banned and they go on Twitter making noise going, I got banned because I did something in Wayfair. I don't even know what I did. Blah, 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 blah. They posted that in the Wayfair Discord or the Wayfair community
Reddit?
Forums.
Oh, okay.
And Niantic responds and says, hey, we took a look at your suspension, and it turns out you weren't suspended for anything that has to do with Wayfair. Contact the Pokemon Go team for your suspension.
Oh, gosh.
So he like totally outed himself like, yeah, dude, it wasn't from Wayfair. You're doing some shenanigans in the Pokemon Go side. It's like, without the proof, we don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just obnoxious. You know, we're not talking about like severe issues where like, you know, trust the victim. You know what I mean? We're talking about cheating in a video game. It's like, I'll wait for the proof. I'm okay. Yeah, it's not a flaw of my character for me to say like, no, I'm okay not believing the victim here. Like, I'll wait for the proof, you know. Like, and again, I'm no detective here. I'm not going to be like
I'm no detective.
Well,
Pikachu.
dude, I remember when I was talking on PvP and people were trying to shake me down. Show me your stats. Bah! You know, it's like I'm not shaking the dude down to see his Wayfair account, but let's see the photos. What are the photos that you submitted? You know what I mean? And let's see if we can find them on Google. I just think that would be a fun exercise. I don't know. I just don't believe. I don't believe it at all. We'll have to see. It's a great topic. I love that Wayfair is in the news and in the zeitgeist right now. I think that's cool. But it is funny, and
yeah, but I mean, it is causing like a little bit of
it's unrest.
Hesitance.
Sure. Even from seasoned Wayfarers.
Yeah, like I will say that I have participated in much less from the little that I normally would.
Because you're worried about being suspended?
No, it's just I'm trying
That's
to
crazy
be
talk.
cautious, you know? Like I know that I'm not doing anything wrong.
But if you follow the rules and criteria, you're cautious by default.
But if I'm reviewing and I review something and it was just like thrown in there to try to catch me off guard. I don't know.
So there has been some talk to this because when you're reviewing, and I'm so bad at reviewing as far as actually doing it. I need to do this more. But no, I'm not bad at it like I'm giving the wrong rating. I'm bad at it meaning like I don't do it.
I was just
But there's definitely honeypots in there from Niantic that are like gimmies. You know what I mean? They're like they put them in there where this should not be a Pokestop. It's like, you know,
the 5-star.
The fire department, you know what I mean, or something like that. It's like that's a setup. So again, what we were really talking about here with the ladder policy was the big review rings and high stakes abuse. The normal everyday Wayfarer has very little to worry about. We clearly have seen with the Snorek case that even if you do break the terms of service, you could get your account back if you appeal it. So if you get suspended and it's really not correct, I'm confident that your appeal will go through, and this went through in a day. And this dude was still violating and still got his account back. So there's humans clearly looking at this stuff. humans that are like, hey, go back out there, but just know you're on notice. Like, we're gonna assume that you're gonna follow the rules from here on out, right? You know what I mean? It's like, here's your account. Well, the guy was like, and I don't know, man. I know I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this, but I just thought this was something to note, and I'm gonna pull up Snorik's account here, and if we look at his profile picture, right? He's like a PvP dude, he's got the background in the chair and from the stream. A lot of these people getting upset about Wayfarer have profile pictures that look just like this. That's all I'm saying. PvP people hate Wayfarer. I don't know why. Dude, I don't know why, but all the majority of PvP or the majority of Wayfarer gripes and suspension madness I've seen, their profile picture looks just like this. So for the audio viewers, it's the profile picture of like the backdrop from like a competitive Pokemon Go setting, like a regionals or something like that. It's just a lot of PvP people have that profile picture. So, it seems that there's this weird correlation between people thinking they're getting suspended unjustly and them having a PvP profile picture. Oh, I'm going to hear about that one tomorrow. Anyway, Adam, that was a show. We did it.
That was a show.
Thank you to everybody in the chat. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to everyone listening or watching this back on YouTube. You can check out our website, PokemonProfessor.com, for everything that's going on in the network, and LuredUp.com for everything that's going on with the show. You can email us, LuredUp@PokemonProfessor.com. We did get a couple texts this week. They were in different languages, and I did not Google Translate them yet. So I will get to that, and I will definitely, it happens. I do my best with the Google Translate. But you can email us, luredup@PokemonProfessor.com.
It's probably just some negative.
Yeah, of course it is, but that's fun. It's like a bunch of language I don't understand, Pokemon Go, a bunch of language I don't understand, bootlicker, a bunch of language, something like that. But thank you to everybody in the chat. We appreciate it. Adam, is that it? Is that a show?
I think that's a show.
Thank you so much, everyone. Keep training, trainers. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.